Like, hey, we'll need some help solving this creepy mystery. Like, how about typing in your name before we start?
Alright guys, what is going on? This is the Club of the Man 1993, and we're playing Scooby-Doo Showdown in Ghost Town for the PC once again. This is the second video in this series, for those of you who are just joining us now. I am playing this game 5 times on this channel, as I do want to show when each of the 5 suspects is in fact the Faceless Rider. Of course, every time I do play, I'm going to do things a little differently, and I'm also going to act like in some ways this is the first time I've played the game. Not to give away which suspects we've already done. Of course, the only downside is sometimes when I start recording this, it's a suspect we've already done. And we've done 1 suspect so far, and so far we had the same suspect the last attempt on this. So we're trying again. Hopefully we get a new suspect this time, and we will roll with it. Now there were a few things though I did in the first one. I'm going to try to eliminate doing in the rest of them, because I did think it ate a lot of time. So hopefully we cut maybe about 10-15 minutes off these videos, and they're all not like an hour long. So let's roll in. Just type in the man, and let's roll.
Like groovy, hip, out of sight. Right on, man. Way out. Let's get moving. Spooky.
As I said in the first one,
Spooky. Spooky.
There's really not too much differences in these difficulties, so we're just going to stick with spooktacular.
Los Buritos. Well, gang, we found a town. Maybe we can stop for a snack.
Yeah, Rex. Like, what a dump.
I'm not sure there's going to be a hot dog stand around here, guys. According to this map, Los Buritos is a ghost town.
Ghost?
Not real ghosts, guys. Velma just means the town is deserted.
Like, we knew that. We were just... Velma. Like, what sort of sound would a ghost make if it did live in this town?
Good question, Shaggy. Let's find out where that moaning is coming from.
We've got to find out where that moaning is coming from.
Which way should we go?
So, like, right now, I'm not going to, like, give you, like, a tour of the town like I did in the first suspect. We're just gonna roll right to where the moaning's coming from. Now, of course, before we get started, I am going to at least show you what happens with the mystery machine. So there's 4 spots where when you pick something up, like as like a something that might come in handy, they'll appear here. We'll come back to this one last. Scooby snacks obviously are times when like Shaggy and Scooby need some courage. Now this Scrappy, we're never really going to use this, but if you click on this and it shakes like this. Oh.
Come on, everybody. Let's explore the town.
Basically, he'll just like, give us some help if need be. And then there's, of course, main menu.
Coming from?
Let's investigate and find out.
And then, of course, last is the wanted poster. This is where you'll come to see your clues and the different suspects. Of course, once you meet them, then they'll, of course, light up. But there's 5 suspects, 5 clues, and a final clue. So let's go back, though, again. Let's find out where that moaning's coming from.
Like, forget it. I'm not going over there.
Not even for a Scooby snack?
I think we have one left.
So, yeah, just feed Shaggy a Scooby snack and we're good.
Exploring.
Now, of course, you're going to have to get more, and there's 2 ways to get more Scooby snacks throughout the game. But yeah, let's go. And, of course, we're just staying on track.
Like the moaning is really getting louder.
That means we're on the right track.
If we weren't,
That's one way of looking at it.
if we weren't, with Shaggy also eat a sandwich. Yeah, you can click on them, but mainly they just do the same thing: sniff, eat, Velma.
Let's keep at it. We'll solve this mystery.
It will keep whining, and I just can't stand Velma. All of a sudden, it's just annoying. Daddy's going to fix her hair, and Fred's going to fix his tie. But if we weren't on the right track, Shaggy would say something like, "I like it here. The moaning is quiet," or whatnot. But anyways, the moaning's coming from in the saloon. So we're going to head into the saloon, and there's an older gentleman tied to the chair right
Looks
there.
like we found out where the moaning's coming from.
Come on, let's try and help him.
So first, let's let him breathe.
I'm going to take off
Take
his
off the gag.
There you go.
Thank you. Now find the keys to unlock me. They're somewhere in this room.
Does anybody not say please anymore? But, yeah, just click on random things in the room. Like the stairs, nothing came up there. This water, nothing came up there. Nothing there. There's also something in that chandelier up there. The piano.
Good job. We
There's
found
one. So there's 3 keys in total. Which is not too many spots left. And of course there's one of those
Like, hey,
piano.
it looks like one of those old player pianos. I wonder if it works.
Click on it twice to rent the play. And shit.
Keep looking for food. I'm practically starving.
And eat. 2, 3, 4.
I'll wait here while you look around.
Okay, give me a J. Not one in there. So there's only 2 spots left. So root beer being 5 cents. Hide the key as well.
Jeepers, a key.
I usually click on that one if I absolutely know there's a key in there because I don't like how it just hangs there. Just a pet peeve of mine. And the last spot to check is this deck of cards.
Jinkies, it's one of the keys.
So let's grab that 3rd key and we free this man from being tied up.
Thank goodness you've come. Those chains were beginning to chafe. And who are you delightful young people?
I'm Fred, and this is Daphne, Velma, Shaggy, and Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo!
I'm Artie Fackt, professor of archaeology. My students and I have been excavating this old ghost town. I was working here in the saloon when someone grabbed me from behind and tied me up.
It's a good thing we came along. Where are your students?
Most of them have been chased away by the Faceless Rider.
The Faceless Rider? Zoinks!
You see, Los Buritos used to be a famous outlaw town. Everyone from Jane's Jester to the El Cito Bandito used to make a home here. Now my students are convinced that their ghosts are haunting this town. I don't blame them for feeling that way. The Faceless Rider is quite a spectacle as he sits atop his horse, cloak blowing in the wind.
Jinkies, that sounds just like the rider we saw coming into town.
Like I told you it was a ghost.
Ghost or not, we're getting to the bottom of this.
Say now, here's an interesting thing I dug up. What do you make of it?
Thanks. That could come in handy. We'll take it along.
Suspects and clues. Ding-a-ling, it's a cowbell. Or is it a donkey bell?
Okay, so good news is that clue does mean
Like
this
if
is a
you're
new
done checking out
suspect
all
we
the
haven't done
suspects and
yet.
clues,
But
click
yeah,
on the
the
back
first
button
clue
and go, go,
is
go.
a cowbell. That's what it seems to be. And of course, like I said, for once
if you're
you
done checking out all the
meet a
suspects and
suspect,
clues,
they
click on
will
the back
light up
button and go, go, go.
and you'll be able to click on them. So we got Professor Artie Fackt right here. We click on him. Here's Scrappy Doo
Like
say.
if you're done, that's Professor Artie Fackt. He knows all about digging stuff up.
Yep, he does. And he will always be the first suspect you meet in the games. He's
Like if you're done
tied up
checking
and
out
making
all
that
the
moaning
suspects and
noise.
clues,
But
click on
we're
the back
gonna
button
keep
and go,
going.
go.
And like I said, I'm gonna do some stuff out of order. Like I do things in a different order than I did from the first suspect. But yeah, that was Artie Fackt.
Admiring my pants? Yes, they are rather fine.
Okay. Was admiring your pants, but whatever. But we'll go upstairs first.
We should see what's upstairs.
Let's split up. You guys stay here. We'll be right back.
Okay.
Roke! Scooby's Roke! And his little, like, possessed look on his
Why
face.
would a ghost be haunting this old town?
This was a big hideout for old-time outlaws. But I wonder
Wonder what?
if there isn't a brand new outlaw in this town.
Maybe, who knows? But you guys see that bat? It's really the only thing we can really click on is here besides that also this thing right here. Whoop, I thought I clicked on it.
There's something
There you go.
hanging up on the chandelier.
I wonder what it is.
But we'll have to get that somehow. So,
This place gives me the creeps.
does it Daphne? And Fred's picking this high. And he's opening random doors. Fred's very observant though. And a trap freak, so
Let's check out the view.
It's the Faceless Rider. He's digging out there.
We've got to find a way out to the graveyard.
That grave might have an important clue.
we'll have to remember that for towards the end of the game where the Faceless Rider was digging. But we do have this shiny little thing sticking out from underneath that old mattress.
Found a nickel.
So
Hold on to it. I think we'll
we
need
have a
it.
nickel that can come in very handy to help us out here.
My guidebook says that there was a big gold robbery here a long time ago.
Did they ever catch the crooks?
No, and they never found the gold.
But we'll head back downstairs. Nothing else to see up here. There's this like curtains right here we can go back to see.
Fred, why don't you and Daphne stay here? The boys and I'll check out this one.
Like, let's get out of here. This place is way too spooky.
We've got to look inside. Would some Scooby snacks help?
Like, I hope you've got 4 of them.
And we don't have any.
We gotta get some Scooby snacks.
For sure. For that, we can't go back there. So how do we get Scooby snacks? Well, one of the ways is actually in this room with this pie right here that may make me want a slice of apple pie, but I'm not going to eat some right now. But let's click on this pie and see what we get.
Pies. Delicious pies. Yummy. Like pie in the sky. Look out.
Uh-oh. It looks like there's gonna be a pie fight.
Jinkies, Showdown at Pie Noon.
Like, look out, Scoob.
That clicking noise is like the same clicking noise in like several like kids video games, I feel like. But
Use
yes,
your mouse to move Scooby left
so
and
this
right.
is one way
Then
to
click
earn
on
more
your
Scooby
mouse button
snacks,
to throw.
is this pie fight. Simple enough, all you have to do is throw and hit the Faceless Rider and you get Scooby snacks. Of course, you know, there's no penalties, but I think but obviously hitting one of the other gang members and getting hit by a pie delays time. In Spooktacular, you get 30 seconds. In Spookier, you get oops, sorry Shag, sorry Daph. Oh, got 11. Okay, well we could have done a little bit better, but I'll take it. But yeah, and then Spooky, we just have we get a minute. So there is a second way, which we've already heard this before. We know we need to get Scooby snacks.
Would some Scooby snacks help?
Like, I hope you've got 4 of them.
But also in Spooktacular, you're gonna need anytime.
Like, I don't know about that.
It was right here next, Shaggy. Come on, eat it. But on Spooktacular, you need 4 Scooby snacks for any time the boys need some courage.
Let's keep moving.
But
It'll be dark soon.
But Spookier, it's 3, and then Spooky's 2, I believe. But we're here in like a theater area on a stage, and there is something. There was one of the sandbags that's been lowered on the stage. Is there any curiosity at all?
Zoinks! Like, what's that pounding?
It's somebody.
It's coming from under the stage.
Somebody's underneath there. So we'll see if we can help them out. Might take a few attempts. Oop, come on. Come on. Come on! Sometimes this is easy to the point, sometimes it'll just... I'm just literally clicking on everything. Come on! This is sad. And embarrassing. I'm sorry, whoever you are. I'm struggling. This is a struggle bus. There you go. Sorry it took so long.
Thanks, folks. I'm glad you heard me knocking.
What were you doing under the stage?
I was digging under the stage when this ghostly figure in a cloak locked me in. I'm Jenny Lariat, by the way. I'm doing research on hauntings in the Old West. Note: Faceless Rider spotted in saloon.
Like, what a coincidence! We're running from a ghost too!
I think the Faceless Rider may be the ghost of one of the old brick-in-the-wall gang. The town of Los Buritos has quite a history of outlaw activity. This place used to be crawling with cutthroats and thieves.
Cutthroats!
The most notorious outlaws were the brick-in-the-wall gang. They were famous for fast riding and daring robberies. About 150 years ago, they robbed a huge shipment of gold from the El Seco treasury. Rumor has it they buried the gold somewhere in this town.
Like maybe the ghost doesn't want anybody to find the gold.
I don't know. It sounds suspicious to me.
I've been finding strange things all over town. Take a look at this.
Suspects and clues.
These are lifts to make a horse look taller. Are there any short horses around here?
So, Jenny Lariat, another archaeology student. Well, the first archaeology student. I don't know for sure. I know there is one of his students we meet later, but she may be one of Artie Fackt's students. But I'm not sure if she is or not. I know, again, one that we meet later is. But the second clue was a horseshoe lift that helps make a horse taller. So far we got a bell, which could be on, any type of animal, and lift to make a horse taller. So, probably looking for somebody that might own a horse. Might be the person who's disguised as the Faceless Rider's horse. Who knows? But also, while Jenny was talking, Scooby found the hammer, which became useful.
Have you ever been to Florida? I hear it's nice.
It is, yes. It's been years since I've been to Florida, like over 20 years, but
You've got a ghost to catch. Get going.
Okay, fine. But, okay, so now we'll head out of the saloon now. I don't want Artie Fackt talking about his pants again. That was weird. Let's check out this bank right here while we're over here. Let's see what we got. And there's a bank vault.
The bank vault is locked.
Oh well, I guess we can't go in.
We'll have to find a way to get in. Creepy lighting there. But
It seems to be some kind of time lock.
No rock.
That's right, Scooby. The clock is missing.
so I guess we need a clock of sorts to unlock the vault, so we'll have to go find that and come back here later. But let's just, keep moving. We'll go back this way next. And there is the railroad over there and some sleeping prospector and the general store.
It's the general store.
See if we can go inside the general store. Well, it looks locked up and closed, so that's unfortunate.
In old western towns, the general store was the only place people could shop. Wow, they must have everything.
Probably. I'm sure Shaggy would love the general store.
A rock. Scoob, how can you think of clocks while I'm hungry?
Well, good thing is, we do have something to get that clock that we could probably use at the bank. So let's
Okay, gang.
use
Let's
it
pry the
and
clock
pry it
loose
and take it. We'll save this later before we go to the bank. Anyways, let's head back this way. And let's go over to the
It's the
railroad station and see who this sleeping prospector is right here. What's your name, pal? And he's got a donkey. Huh, interesting.
Like, wake up, old prospector dude.
How do we wake him up? Listen, he's snoring a melody.
I know. Let's try playing the same melody he's snoring.
Like I don't see a piano.
Use the bells on the donkey.
If we play the bells in the right order, I'm sure he'll wake up.
He sure does snore loud.
You're one to talk.
That's a tricky one. So we gotta repeat the bells in the order of how they were played. So let's see if I can remember here. I think I got it the first try. That was... Oh, I did. Never mind. Where did I screw up at? Hang on. Let's try again here. Alright. There we go. 2... I missed that one. Okay, let's try this again. That's gotta be it. So basically all the bells got hit twice. The triangle was 3 times. And the little like cowbell thing was just once.
Had you got my teeth?
Teeth? Beef? Like, what's he saying?
I guess he's missing his teeth, I think?
I did. Had you got my teeth? I need them.
Like, we can't understand you without your teeth.
Find them.
I guess we're gonna have to find teeth for this old man. He's gonna eat a sandwich. But let's go back to the bank. We have that clock now, so that might come in handy. Hey, getting the bank vault
Let's
unlocked.
keep going.
So let's go here, grab the clock. Oh, there is something else we forgot at the saloon.
And set it to 2:26.
2:26. Man, is that AM or PM?
It worked. The vault is opening.
Yeah, we'll go to the vault.
Let's go in and check it
But
out.
there was something I forgot at the saloon. But we're in here now, and we got a locked safe.
It's a safe, and it's locked.
Come on, gang. We need to find the combination.
And then,
Strong boxes, and they're all locked. Well, we'd better find a key. I have a feeling we need what's inside.
okay, so I have to find a key as well. So we'll come back to this bank later on and explore this vault more in a little bit. But let's go back to the saloon again. There was something I did forget.
Hey, Scoob, wanna ride the mechanical bull?
Yeah.
Great, give me a nickel.
Say please, Shaggy. But yes, we do have a nickel. Let's ride that bull.
Here you go, Scoob. Give that bull the ride of its life.
Way to go, Scoob.
Scooby-Doo.
Well, great. We got this crowbar handle, looks like, but
Broken.
That's right, Scoob. It's broken.
we broke the mechanical bull, so we're not going to be riding that again while we're here. But anyways, let's move on this way, and let's go to the left.
Let's roll.
We haven't gone here yet. Now, there's this guy right here. We'll come back to him later, though. There's something, though, useful
This old water pump is broken.
Like, where's the handle?
in that water pump. That might be something we might just happen to need now. So let's put this
Now
handle
that we
on
have the
it.
handle, we can make the pump work.
Let's give it a try.
See what we can do.
Keep pumping.
Why?
I think there's something stuck in there.
Okay, so there's a couple little drops, but now let's see. Okay, then there's some
right.
water.
Keep pumping.
Now, Fred's being demanding, saying keep pumping. Why don't you pump, Fred? But that work didn't work the way it is.
Something came out.
It's a key.
A ring?
A small one, like you'd find in a padlock or a strong box.
Yep, and we know where strong boxes are, so we found the key needed for those strong boxes. So we'll come back to this area later. But let's roll this way
Let's
and go
keep
back to the
going.
bank and open up that straw box.
Let's go in and check it out.
So let's see here. What which key it works for? I can't remember which one was in the first one.
Oops, that's not the one we want. Try another one.
Alright, about this one in the back.
The key doesn't fit that one. Try another strong box.
What about that big blue one? There we
It's a set
go.
of false teeth.
Gross. I'm sure we can find a home.
Oh, we know exactly who needs it. That old prospector guy. Let's go give this to him. And we'll be able to now explore the railroad station now that we're going to give him his teeth and make him happy. Happy-go-lappy.
It's the
it
railroad
is.
station.
Friendly looking little donkey.
Howdy, kid. Have you got my teeth?
Huh? What?
My teeth! My teeth! Have you got my teeth?
Teeth? Beef? Like, what's he saying?
He needs his teeth. So let's give him his teeth.
Here you go, sir.
And Scooby handed him from his mouth. I don't think also a nice ear of corn on the cob. I have some in my refrigerator upstairs.
Thanks
I could
for the
use that.
teeth. I hit them so as the bandits couldn't steal my gold tooth. Oh, I got something for you young whippersnappers.
Excellent.
Thanks. That could come in handy. We'll take it along.
Suspects and clues.
Another clue.
Soap. A fresh bar of it. Looks like somebody's trying to keep a clean nose.
Who could that be? I don't know. But we got soap.
Like if you're done
I
checking
also
out all the
forgot to click
suspects
on
and
Jenny
clues.
Lariat.
Hello, Jenny. That's Jenny Lariat. She knows all about ghosts.
Kind of ghostly obsessed also. She loves ghosts. But we just met the prospector, Gummy Bear.
That's old Mr. Gummy. Gummy Bear. He's lived here forever.
Seems like it. So yeah, so we have 3 down, 2 left. Let's take a ride on the train.
I remember when we used to call shrimp barn ladles.
Really? That's what shrimp used to be called? Who knows? But anyways, let's go on the railroad. Uh-oh. The Faceless Rider's here. Let's make a break for it. But of course, it's Shaggy and Scooby going on the ride. So let's tag along for the ride. But now that Faceless Rider is after us.
Which way now, Scoob?
Let's go this way. Oh, if it lets me. There we go. The cursor's going away. Well, let's go this way first. Oop! It looks like they're smiling from that angle on the train. How to get speed to go up there, I do not know. Go up the hill or down. That's dangerous. Why would they let people ride a train that has that opening right there? Ooh, an oil can.
Let's choose. He's right behind us.
Let's grab this oil can and let's... We could probably use that later on. But it works for me. Alright, now we're just slithering down a spiral hill as the Faceless Rider chases us. Sure, it's not the most fun thing in the world. And we hit a rock and we flew. Alright. But that's the first of 3 times we're going to ride the train. Let's ride the second time. And all we're going to do is take that same path. And we're going to go, not the way we went past to get the oil, but the other hill we could have gone up.
Which way now, Scoob?
So, same direction. Oh wait, there's a lever right there. Not sure what that's for, but we can't click on it. Okay, there we go. Here's our cursor. Now let's, again, go that other way, and then we'll go towards where it says the dig site. How that hat stayed on the Faceless Rider's head and fell right back in place, who knows? Nice, right on your tail, jeez. Well, I guess you keep making it, we're not going to complain, but still. But let's go through this tunnel right here.
Yipes! Gotta make a choice here, Scoob. Which way?
Which way? Let's go this way and go up this steep looking hill, down and through the tunnel. Oh, some loop-de-loops. And then, of course, a little bit of the cat and mouse chase in here, some back and forth. Yeah. While we wait for these guys to figure out which way they're going, I always like to mention that I've been binge watching Scooby-Doo Where Are You lately with my son. There's also, of course, all the other versions like What's New Scooby-Doo, the pup named Scooby-Doo, all that other stuff. But the one I cannot stand is the Netflix series Scooby-Doo Mystery Incorporated. That's basically Scooby-Doo made into opera, or like a soap opera. But one more time on the train. But this time is going to be a little bit longer because we have a couple of other things to do going the way we're about to go. Of course, the dig site.
Which way now, Scoob?
We're going to go left. Oh, there's a little jump there. Oh, he went the other way, so never mind. And then there's a,
Do we go this way or that way?
they're smiling. See how they're smiling on there? But yeah, let's go with this, pay this young man a quick visit, see if he can help us with anything. Who knows?
Like, where are we now?
At my dig site, interrupting my work with your untidy presence. How am I supposed to get any work done if you keep bothering me?
Who are you?
Irving C. Double, and who might this messy pair be?
Lost. We're lost. And we're Shaggy and Scooby-Doo.
I'm trying to fix this artifact I found. I can't see it very well. I must get my eyes checked. Perhaps you can help me. Whip, whip, whip. But don't touch me. You're filthy. Click the pieces with your mouse and place them so they form a picture.
So this is easy. All we have to do, click on the piece and just move it along, and then eventually when it'll fall in place. You don't have to like click when it gets into place. But we just met, I think he said Earning C Double, but his name is actually IC Double. And he is I know for a fact, because of an eventual clue, is one of Professor Artie Fackt's archaeology students. This is a graduate student here, and he obviously has some big plans. Seems a little cranky though, if I'm being honest, so not sure, if it's just time of day, or if he's just moody, or who knows. But we fixed it and got that nice looking like race thing.
As long as you're being useful, why not take this? I found it at the post office.
Oh, nice little clue he's gonna give us, so...
Suspects and clues.
Ugh, that's a
Look,
dirty map.
An old musty map. And it shows a new way through the tunnel to Boot Hill.
So far we've got the cowbell,
Like if you're done checking
horse
out all the
lift,
suspects and clues,
soap,
click on the
and an
back
old
button
musty
and go,
map.
go,
But yeah,
go.
this is IC Double,
That's Mr. IC Double. He's a student.
one of Artie Fackt's grad students. Like I said, I know for a fact he's one of his students. I don't know for sure if Jenny Lariat is though. She may be,
Like
but
if you're done checking
you never
out all
know.
the suspects
But we have
and
one more
clues,
suspect to
click
get.
on
This
the
guy
back
right
button
here, which
and
we
go,
saw
go,
him back
go.
by the water well, but we'll go back and talk to him next. Oh, random piece of paper. Conveniently, whatever this is.
Say, what's this?
Looking at it, it looks like 36L, 24R, 35L. That's probably a lock to the combination for that safe back at the bank.
Pick an exit and go, won't you?
All right, fine. That was kind of cranky. Some people aren't that nice in this game. They say, "Come on, go!" Oh well. But the Faceless Rider is chasing us again. And we get to here.
Do we go this way or that way?
So we're going to stop at the ranch really quick. This is the second way to earn Scooby snacks.
No rhyme. Okay.
Not as good with this one as Oh, okay, good start at least. Not as good with this one as I am with the pies, but it'll do. Oh, that's not good aim. But yeah, basically get the horseshoes on the thing, and of course the horse is literally tossing shoes. But if you get them on the horseshoe, then you get a Scooby snack. So far, I am not doing good. I'm 1 for 3. This one again. Did that work? Nope. I'm pretty sure at some point we're going to have to go back and get more Scooby snacks at the pie eating. Alright, maybe that's the one I'll just stick with, just to get more. That went long. Ah, one off. Oh, and that bird took it. How rude. Got like, what, 4 left? Maybe it got... Oh, I got that long one. Alright, so we're up to 10. But unless I get lucky here, let's... Ah! horseshoe betting. Alright, we have 2 left. Let's just try to get this one right here. Maybe. Excellent. See if I can get one more, get 12 before leaving here. That might be okay, actually, if we... That's one off. I took my horseshoe. Whatever. Alright, we got some. But yeah, horseshoes were never my thing. Even on PC games. So, we're back on the track. And let's just, go through this boring part again. This is the last of the rides on the train. Like I said, if we need any more Scooby snacks, we will go back to the pie fight. Which again, I want pie again, but not as bad as I want chicken nuggets right now. Yeah, another thing too. Back before I met my wife and I was on dating apps and trying to meet women, I used to tell people I was a lot like Shaggy because I was tall and skinny, I was goofy, well, still goofy, and I still love to eat. But anyways, enough railroad riding for a day. But let's go back to the bank because we have that combination.
Let's roll.
And let's see what's in that safe. So let's go back in here.
Let's go in and check it out.
And take a look. Let's pull it out here with the combination. And unlock it, and let's go in.
That was it. That's the combination.
Golly, it's a secret passageway.
Like a safe with a hole in it isn't very safe at all. Right, Scoob?
Right. Wave. It's a back alley. We must be behind the bank and the general store.
That must be where the other door leads, the general store.
So yeah, I'm not sure if like the hole is like a little more a little more further up there or what. But yeah, that was a weird way. A weird safe.
No way are we going in there. There's a creepy noise coming out.
You're not going to go into a
Would you
general
go in
store?
For 4 Scooby snacks?
Like I hope you've got 4 of them.
Alright, but let's feed you some. 2, 3, 4. Oh.
Let's keep going. We're running out of
Zip
time.
it, Velma. Well, let's go into the general store, see what we got. Oh, we got some snakes, and we got that lantern.
Those snakes seem to be guarding a lantern.
We've got to find a way around it.
But unfortunately, I don't think an oiling can's gonna do anything.
Perhaps something
We'll have to come back later in this area and find something.
Fresh fruit, anyone?
I still can't believe.
Look, Scoob, it's beef jerky.
What?
Like groovy. It's still good.
Somehow. Cash register. Ringing a bell. Yeah, nothing else really. So we have to come back here later to get that lantern. We need something, the way to get around those snakes. So back up through the safe, however it is. Who knows? Guess a slide. I don't know. But I guess we'll have to find something back where the water well is.
Let's roll.
And, so now let's talk to this gentleman we saw earlier on. Well, first, Skullhead. There's a big spider time there. Shaggy, want to pump anymore? And now nothing else is coming out, but whatever. I think he's done. But let's go talk to this fine gentleman right here. See who he is. Oh, looks like he's an authority figure.
Afternoon, folks. What brings you to Los Buritos?
We're just passing through, Sheriff. Are you the local law?
I'm Chuck D. Wagon, the sheriff of El Seco.
El Seco?
The county seat, just down the highway from here.
You must be here to capture the Faceless Rider.
Leave it to the professionals. That's my motto.
We're crime solvers too. We call ourselves Mystery Inc.
Well, if you're crime solvers, then you must be pretty observant.
You betcha. In fact, we haven't seen a single hot dog stand.
What I mean is, you must have observed some facts about the town. I've got questions for you. Answer them, and I'll tell you what I know. What color are the saloon curtains? Red, white, blue, key lime.
I believe they were red.
Red.
If I remember.
You're right. What building is next to the general store? The saloon, the railroad depot, Dobie's Pizza, the bank.
So all of them except for Dobie's Pizza, but we know the
Yes,
railroad
indeed.
stations. That's
How
where
many
we
crows are
found
perched on the
clock.
railroad depot?
And crows
1, 2,
at the railroad depot,
4.
there were 3.
3. Yes, indeed. There's a box of flowers in front of the saloon. What color are they? White, blue, pink, violet.
I'm going to think pink.
You know
Excellent.
your stuff. Please bring me something that tells the population of the town.
Ooh, wonder what that is. Definitely not an oil can, but I think I know something. This is usually the first thing I normally grab, but I didn't grab it this time. But there's this sign right here.
Broken. All right. Way to go, Scoob.
So-
Nice work. Right?
That tells the population.
That's wrong.
So let's take this back over to the sheriff. Give him this, and then we'll be in good graces with him. Excellent.
Here you go, sir. Yes, indeed. This is what I've been waiting for. Take a look at this. I think the Faceless Rider left it behind.
Did he now? Wonder what it is.
Thanks. That could come in handy. We'll take it along.
Suspects and clues. It's an excavation brush with initials. Look, AF.
AF. Whew. That
Like if you're
stands
done checking out all the
for
suspects
Artie
and clues,
Fackt.
click on the back button and go, go, go.
That's not good for Professor Fackt. That might put him as a front runner of a suspect.
Like if you're done checking out.
But we'll have to come back to that later, of course.
Keep moving. It's the only way to solve this case.
All right, thank you for at least respectfully telling us to keep moving. But let's go inside his office
Let's
now.
split up.
Right. Shaggy, Scooby, and I will check out the sheriff's office. We'll be right back.
And let's roll inside and see what we got. Ooh.
It's a wanted poster for the Faceless Rider.
Like the Faceless Rider's been around a long time.
According to this, the Faceless Rider was involved in a lot of gold robberies.
Uh-oh. Oh, a sandwich.
I'm hungry. Mommy.
Yeah. Looks yummy. Oh, Shaggy stole it. Nothing else really to click on. I see. Before I click on everything else. Velma's observing. Scooby's laughing.
Yikes.
Shaggy says yikes. And there's a cell door. Surprisingly, Shaggy's gonna try to open up now. But you wouldn't think he would, but oh well, can't get it open.
The cell door is stuck. I think it's rusted shut.
Oh well, I guess we can't go in.
Sure we can. We just have to find some oil.
Well, let's use the oiling can then. And oil it up. And get inside. Oh well, as Shaggy says. Now it's open.
Like, I'm not going in there. I've heard spooky stories about jails.
Would you go in for 4 Scooby snacks?
Roar? Like that's a different story. A delicious one.
But we're definitely gonna need at least one more. I know there's one other time
Let's keep going.
where
We're
they
running out of
need
time.
Scooby snacks to get in somewhere.
Come on, Scoob. Let's get into the pokey.
Weepy.
You can say that again.
Okay. Weepy.
Guys, where are you? I can't see without my glasses. What was that?
Like, why did you lock us in, Velma?
I didn't. I lost my glasses.
Zoinks! Like we're trapped. How are we gonna get out?
I'll be right back. I'm going to go for help.
Use the oiling can again. Something. Like, how did you get... it makes no sense. Oh, well.
It's locked. We can't get out that way.
Well.
Like, the window's locked too. Like, what should we do next? Any ideas?
Uh-oh.
And let's go for a nap. No, we'll use a blanket.
Let's take this blanket. It might come in handy.
Nap time?
We'll take a nap when we get out of here.
Rider.
I'm going to bed after I record this. But there's a spider on this bed now. What else could be worse? But Scooby wants to...
Like, It looks
I
like
guess
the
he tried to
tunnel
hog it, but
is our
instead
only way out of
it
here.
opened up a hole.
Well, let's go.
So we're going to escape underneath the jail cell. Okay.
Boy, it sure is crafty in here. Yeah, like there's another way out, but it's up through the ceiling. Oh no! Let's hope it leads to the kitchen.
Maybe. And trying to push this crate to get up there.
How do we get up there, Scoob? Well, I don't know, Raggy.
Snake. Creepy eyes. Not going back up there. But I guess Scooby now will help him push it there, and then they're gonna get out through that hole in the ceiling. Where are we?
Like, where are we now? The roast office. Great. Like, mail me out of this crazy town.
Of course. But there's these bricks right here. They look a little suspicious. And there might be a clue for later. And eat a sandwich. I just love sneaking in those sandwiches. But of course, Velma's just right outside here, so she didn't even bother helping us. So yeah, so much for being a help, Velma. No wonder why I don't like you. But now we have that blanket. The only other thing left to do before we go to Boot Hill,
Let's keep going.
because we still gotta find our way there, is go back to the general store
Let's go in and check
and put that blanket on top of the snakes and get that lantern. Which again, I still can't believe Shaggy was afraid to go to a general store. You would think he wouldn't be because there's food in there. But again, it's part of a ghost town. But let's cover him up.
That gives me an idea. Why don't we use the blanket to cover the snakes?
Why did I think of that the other day when there was a snake in my backyard? I had to call the police because it was right on my back doorstep. Didn't mean to just a garden snake, anyways, but still. But that lantern's going to be useful to help us.
It's a lantern.
We better keep that for when it gets dark. It'll come in handy.
Yeah, we're also trying to find our way to get to Boot Hill. So let's go back to the post office. I'm pretty sure that lantern meant for that tunnel we just came out from, that Velma didn't bother to come save us from. Freaking Velma. Let's go this way.
Retro.
Going across town. Everybody's going to go to the post office now.
Did you notice these bricks?
Yeah, some of them are a strange color. Some of these bricks are shiny. Jinkies.
Jinkies.
Shiny bricks.
I wonder what it means.
Who knows? But anyways, let's go down. Oh, snake. Creepy. And let's go down there with this lantern again.
Now that we've got the lantern, let's see what's down there.
Like, do we have to?
Come on, scaredy cat.
You guys were just down there. Come on. But of course the lantern worked well, and there is a back way. We could go back up to the jail, or go back to the post office, or we have this tunnel right here.
Just as I thought. There's another way out of this tunnel. Let's see where it leads.
As long as there's food on the other end. I was thinking of a football hot dog with relish and sardines.
Let's go down the tunnel and see what we got. We are at Boot Hill. Oh shoot! I just realized something.
We need to find the gravestone the ghost was visiting.
Let's do a little digging and see what we can find.
I forgot.
Which one?
They're not going.
Runaround.
They're not going to go in.
Like, no way, Nothing could make us go into that graveyard. Then again, if you got 4 of them, we might change our mind.
And we only have 3. So I'll just do something here that's really not cool, but so we saw the grave the Faceless Rider was at when we were at the when we were upstairs in the saloon. If you don't click on the correct grave, this is what happens. He appears out of nowhere and you run for your lives. Because basically he's appeared in a few other places, but just as a shortcut to get back, I guess. Just to see them run. But nothing happens. It just, it is what it is.
Why would someone try to scare us out of a ghost town?
'Cause like it's their town, ghost town.
Don't be silly. There has to be a good reason.
Any reason is good enough for me. Wee-woo.
Come on, gang. We've got a mystery to solve.
And I need one more Scooby snack. So let's go back to the pie fight and have one more pie fight real quick in the saloon. And then while we're here, might as well just check again up here.
We should see what's upstairs.
Let's split
Let's go
up.
back. Let's just go back
You guys
upstairs
stay
just to
here.
be safe.
We'll be right back.
And double check again where the Faceless Rider is at.
It's the Faceless Rider.
Okay, yes, I thought
He's
so.
sticking out there. The ghost was out there. I saw him.
We need to find out what he was doing.
Of course, now that we've been out to the graveyard, she'll say that instead. But yeah, let's have the pie fight again.
Pies! Delicious pies! Yummy!
Get a couple more. This is probably going to make this video almost as long as Suspect 1. So, you know, it is what it is.
Uh-oh. It looks like there's going to be a pie fight.
Jinkies! Showdown at Pie Noon.
Mike, look out!
And again, same rules as before. 30 seconds. Hit the Faceless Rider as many times. We really only need to hit him just one time to get Scooby stacks. And then we'll be good.
Use your
So
mouse to
we'll
move
just be
Scooby
a little
left
goofier
and
on this
right.
one.
Then click on your mouse button to throw.
It would be awful if we absolutely didn't get one. There we go. We got it. Okay, so let's just... now we're just throwing at everyone just to be mean. And now we're just nailing... Just throwing it, like I said, we have the 4 we need. Well... And I'm just nailing Shaggy. Poor guy. Oh, pie! Yummy! Okay, alright, now let's head back out to Boot Hill. Because now we have enough Scooby snacks to get inside. Too bad it wasn't one of the ones like right at the front, and we wouldn't need the Scooby snacks to go inside. So it's one less. So let's go back down into the tunnel. And go back down there. Alright, now let's just feed Scooby snacks 2, 3, 4.
Let's keep moving. It'll be dark
Now
soon.
let's venture into Boot Hill. We're looking for this small one right
This
here.
is the gravestone the ghost was visiting.
Let's do a little digging and see what we can find.
It's a brick.
It's another one of those bricks.
And it's painted like those bricks at the post office.
Let's wash this one off and see what it's made of.
But we'll need water. I know just the place. The old water trough.
Just like the water well we were before. So now we select it when we can't select the gravestones anymore. So let's head back now and just wash this off and wrap up this mystery. Of course, so we come back out here and look, the sheriff's gone. Uh-oh, that's a little bit fishy there, but we'll wash this off and see.
Let's wash the brick and see what it looks like. Hey, this must be some of the gold that the brick and the wall gang stole.
Like that means the Faceless Rider will come after us for sure.
That's what I'm counting on.
Nice work, Freddy.
We were right behind you all the time, Fred.
Yeah, way behind. It's time to declare this mystery solved.
Right, Velma. I think it's time we wrapped up this mystery.
Like if you're done checking out all the suspects, let's find out who it is.
We'll have to choose one.
Retro.
Yeah, Fred with the simple just rodeo trap and not like how it was in like all the other like Scooby episodes, or especially in Mystery Incorporated, the soap opera. Fred was more obsessed with traps and went to like a trap like class or something like that, and he cared more about traps than Daphne. Yeah, it was horrible TV. We did forget to click on Sheriff Wagon whenever Scrappy would like say something about them earlier, but we can't click on him now because then we'd be picking him as our ghost. But of course, first off, the 5 clues we got so far, but I'll say it right now, it is definitely not Chuck D. Wagon based off these clues. So we have the cowbell right here, we've got the horseshoe lift, we got a bar of soap, we got an old musty map leading to Boot Hill, and the excavation brush with the initials AF on it. And we have the piece of gold right here.
This must be some of the gold that the Brick in the Wall gang stole.
Now, the only clue that obviously, does point us to a certain someone is this AF excavation brush, which obviously would belong to Artie Fackt. The bar of soap is useless. We actually saw this in our first suspect. So these three clues are like the main ones. Who would own an old musty map like this? Most of these people are younger. But these two are probably the biggest ones. A horseshoe lift, which helps a horse get taller, and a cowbell. We've definitely seen that cowbell before. Remember earlier on when we were having to play the bells on the donkey? Well, who owns a donkey? Gummy Bear. So, based off these clues, I think the Faceless Rider is Gummy Bear.
Let's pull back his hood. Time to see a ghost.
Huh? My gosh! It's Gummy!
Like, what do you know? We were right!
Dagnabbit, how'd you meddlesome kids figure that out?
Actually, it was Dolores the donkey that showed us the way.
The donkey?
Yeah, she must have dropped a bell while she was disguised. And those horseshoe lifts made her taller, tall enough to be the Faceless Rider's horse. Officer Wyeth, I'm glad you got our call.
Glad to help, kids. This must be our gold thief.
He sure is. And he's our ghost, too. Ghost? Woo!
It turns out the old Brick in the Wall gang lived up to its name. They hid their gold in the walls of the post office, disguised as ordinary bricks. Our thief here was taking the walls apart to steal the gold and hiding it on Boot Hill.
Come on, fella. You've got a lot of explaining to do.
Dagnabbers and hollywinkers. I was rich. I was gonna be richer than a rabbit with a carrot farm, and Dolores would have been covered in diamonds and furs.
Diamonds are a girl's best friend, but I think your donkey would have preferred oats. You don't need diamonds in jail.
Well, that don't beat all. For once, there would have been gold in them thar hills, and I would have gotten away with it, too, if it wasn't for you meddlesome kids.
Well, gang, looks like our work here is done. I feel pretty good.
Me too. How about you, Shaggy?
Oh, sure. It's great. We're in the middle of the desert with no gold and no food. I'm hungry.
What's that? It sounds like the Faceless Rider. It can't be.
It's getting louder.
I've heard that sound before. It's Scooby's stomach. Like he's hungry.
I hear there's a great pancake house in El Seco.
Let's roll. Scooby-Doo! Say, Scoob, how many fleas does it take to elect a congressman?
I don't know, Raggy.
Me neither, but I think you have a quorum. Scoob, get it, quorum? Maybe not.
Of course. But yes, so Gummy Bear was in fact the Faceless Rider. Again, with those clues mainly pinpointing, well, one, the fact he was an older guy with an old musty map, and also those other clues from his donkey Dolores with the cowbell and the lifts. So obviously she was disguised as the Faceless Rider's horse. Now, in part 1, it was Jenny Lariat. And of course, when I first played this game, I always thought it was going to be Jenny Lariat after that. That's not the case. And funny enough, I feel like most of the time when I've played this game, it's always been Gummy. So, yeah, I was always surprised Gummy was not first. But yeah, so this was the second of the 5 Let's Plays for this. So we have 3 more suspects left. And of course, we'll definitely, play those in the next 3 videos of this series. Again, that would be harder to make sure that, it's a different one from here on out, since now we've done 2 of them now. But, we're going to continue to do them, and again, kind of do things in a different order again like we did. But again, continue to try to, trim some time off, because this was a couple minutes shorter than the first one, but, not quite. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video of this video game Let's Play. So as always, guys, make sure you guys slap a like on the video and subscribe for more content on my channel. Follow me on Twitter as well at the Club of the Man 93, and on TikTok and Instagram at the Club of the Man 1993. And like Suspect 1, we are going to show you now what would have happened, the alternate ending, if we didn't guess correctly for who the ghost was. So here's what would happen if we didn't guess Gummy Bear.
Let's pull back his hood. Time to see a ghost.
Huh? My gosh! It's Gummy!
Like it's old Gummy. Boy, I didn't see that coming.
Me neither.
You had us fooled, but this sure does explain a few things.
Yeah, like the cowbell and the old map. And those horseshoe lifts made your donkey the right height to be ridden by the Faceless Rider. That way you could scare people away from your secret stash of gold.